اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. This is Bashir Ahmad. In previous video we discussed about the OSI model, that what is OSI model and why OSI model was developed. Today we are going to learn about the seventh layer of OSI model. As we discussed that there are 7 layers in OSI model: application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. We will discuss each layer in detail, but first of all I would like to draw your attention toward the flow of data, that how the data is travel from sender to receiver. As you know that application layer is the closest layer to the end user. It receives information directly from the user and travel toward the presentation layer. The presentation layer format the data and prepare it for the transmission over session layer. The session layer will open session for transmission and pass the data to the transport layer. The transport layer takes the data, transfer in the session layer, convert it into segment, and move to the network layer after adding transport layer header. The network layer convert segment into packet after adding IP address of source and destination. The network layer transfer these packets to the data link layer. The data link layer convert packets into frame and send to the physical layer after adding header and footer. Physical layer receive these frame in the form of bits and convert it into signal and travel over media in the form of electrical signal, light signal, or radio wave and reach to the physical layer on other side and convert these signal to bits. The data link layer resembles bit into frames and pass to the network layer at receiving end, and then the network layer at receiver end resemble these frame into packets and pass to the transport layer. The transport layer resembles these packet into segment and pass the segment as data to the session layer. The session layer terminate the session and send the data to the presentation layer. After common code formatting, presentation layer present the data to the application layer and end user receive it on the other side, mean on the destination side. Now we will discuss each and every layer in detail. Application layer. Application layer is also called desktop layer. The application layer is the closest layer to the user and serves as the user interface for the user. Application layer provide network services such as file access and printing to the user application with the help of application layer protocol. The application layer is responsible for file transferring, web surfing, email, and virtual terminal. File transfer is done with the help of FTP in file transfer protocol. Web surfing is done with the help of HTTP hypertext transfer protocol. SMTP is used for email. For virtual terminal, telnet is used. Application layer receive information directly from user on sender side and display incoming data to the user at the receiver end. If you want to remember application layer as in few words, things of the browser. Application layer will send the data to the presentation layer after his action. Presentation layer. Presentation layer is responsible for data translation, data compression, and data encryption and data decryption. The presentation layer received data is in the form of character and number from application layer. The presentation layer converts these data into machine understandable binary format. For example, ASCII code to EBCDIC code. This function of presentation layer is called data translation. Data compression. Before data is transmitted, physical layer reduces the number of bits that are used to represent original data. This bit reduction process is called data compression. Data compression reduces the amount of data. If the size of data file is reduced, it can be received at destination in very less time. So data transmission can be done very faster. Data encryption and decryption. Presentation layer is also responsible for data encryption. Data encryption protects information during its transmission. Data encryption enhances the security of sensitive data. Encryption key is used to encrypt the data at the sender site and then decrypt the data at its destination. Session layer. The session layer is responsible for session management, authentication, and authorization. Session management means session establishment, session maintenance, and session termination. Authentication. A session layer verifies that who are you. Authentication is used for verification. Authorization. Authorization is the process used by the server to determine that you have the permission to access a file or not. It means that the first and more important responsibility of session layer is creating session. For example, मिसाल के तौर पर मैं अपना कंप्यूटर किसी सर्वर से कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करता हूं और कोई ट्रांजैक्शन करना चाहता हूं, तो सबसे पहले मेरी कंप्यूटर से एक रिक्वेस्ट जाएगी उसी सर्वर पर। तो सबसे पहले सर्वर मुझसे यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड मांगेगा ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए कि आप कौन हैं। ऑथेंटिकेशन के बाद सर्वर हमें रिस्पॉन्ड में सेशन देगा। सेशन के बाद हमें मुख्तलिफ प्रिविलेजेस की ऑथोराइजेशन होगी। इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि सब कुछ हम एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते। सेशन के बाद हम कुछ फाइल तक रसाई हासिल कर सकते, कुछ फाइलों को रसाई हासिल नहीं कर सकते। जिन चीजों को हमें ऑथोराइजेशन है तो उनको हम एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, और जिन चीजों को हमें ऑथोराइजेशन नहीं है तो हम इनको एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते। Key point: if you want to remember session layer in a few words, think of dialogue and conversation. One important function of the session layer is synchronization. Synchronization is also done at the session layer. Synchronization is just like an agreement or just like a coordination between the two nodes for transmission. It means request and response is coordinated at this layer, at the session layer. Another thing is that mode of communication is also done at a session layer. Transport layer. The transport layer is responsible for segmentation, flow control, error control, connectionless and connection-oriented data transmission. Transport layer receive data from the session layer is divided into small data unit called segment. Each segment contains a source and destination port number and sequence number. Port number help to direct each segment to the correct application, and sequence number resembles segment in correct order at the receiver end. Flow control. The transport layer controls the amount of data being transmitted. It means that if one computer has the capability to transmit 100 Mbps data, another computer has the capability to receive 10 Mbps data. So the second computer tells with the help of transport layer to the first computer to transmit 10 Mbps data. Error control. To control error, transport layer generate automatic repeat requests to retransmit missing data at the receiver site. A group of bits called checksum is added to each segment to find out the corrupted data, and a point request for retransmission. Connectionless and connection-oriented data transmission. Connectionless transmission means that the receiver do not send acknowledgement to the sender when received data. On the other hand, connection-oriented transmission send acknowledgement to the sender when received data. This connectionless and connection-oriented data transmission is done with the help of TCP and UDP protocol. TCP means Transmission Control Protocol and UDP means User Datagram Protocol. TCP is Connection Oriented Protocol and UDP is Connectionless Protocol. If you want to remember transport layer in a few words, think of flow control and reliability. Network layer. The network layer is responsible for breaking up segment into network packets, logical addressing, routing, and path determination. The network layer converts the segment into packets and resembles the packet on the receiving end. Network layer is responsible for logical addressing. Logical addressing is also called IP addressing. IP addressing is done at network layer. Every computer in network has a unique IP address. An IP address is needed for host-to-host communication or machine-to-machine communication. Network layer assign IP address of source and destination to each data packet to reach to the correct destination, and then send the packet to the data link layer. Routing. Routing means searching for path. Routing is the method of moving data packet from source to destination. Routing is done with the help of different protocol. Path determination. Path determination means to decide which physical path the data will take. It means that path determination is the selection of best path. If you want to remember network layer in its pure world, think of logical addressing, routing, and path selection. Data link layer. The data link layer is responsible for framing, physical addressing, error control, flow control, and access control. The data link layer converts packets into frame and add header and trailer to the frame. Frame header contains the source and destination address of the frame and control bytes. Trailer contains the error detection and error correction bits. It is also called Prem-Chik sequence, mean FCS. In this layer work on MAC address. MAC address is physical address on network devices like in IC, switch, bridge. Error control and flow control is also done in data link layer just like transport layer. But the difference is that in transport layer, error control and flow control between source and destination, where in data link layer, flow control and error control is between node to node. Access control. Media access control sublayer provide control for accessing the transmission medium. It is responsible for moving data packet from one network interface card to another across a shared transmission medium. Key point. If you want to remember data link layer is in few words, think of frame and media access control. Physical layer. The actual transmission is done on physical layer. The physical layer transmits raw bit stream over the physical medium or wireless media. Physical layer is responsible for transmission of data in form of signal. Physical layer perform bit synchronization, bit rate control, physical topologies, transmission modes. Synchronization ensure that sending and receiving device are synchronized. Data rate control determine how fast the data flow in the bit per second. Physical topologies determine the structure of the network. Transmission mode determine the direction of transmission and whether those are simplex, half duplex or full duplex. If you want to remember physical layer in a few words, think of signal and media. This is the transmission diagram of OSI model, in which each layer attaches their own label to the data just like we seal an envelope. And at the destination side, each corresponding layer detaches the label or seal after ensuring that the data is correct.